there, science-minded learners! Welcome to Science 5, where your learning becomes fun and easy with Teacher Julie! Did you know that around 49.5% of the world's population is female? So there are slightly more men on the planet than women, according to World Bank. A person's sex is determined by what reproductive system the person has. Like other living things, human beings reproduce. It's what keeps the population going. For today's new episode, we are going to identify the parts of the male and female reproductive system and describe their functions. Get your module, pen, paper, and everything you need for this learning session. All set? Let's begin! You have already learned about the ways our bodies prepare for physical maturity and adulthood through puberty. All of these physical changes are needed to allow female and male bodies to reproduce. The reproductive system includes the internal and external parts of both men and women that are involved in making offspring or reproduction. The biological process ensures survival and continuity of life of species. Let's start our lesson with a game. This game is called Anagram Scramble. All you have to do is to arrange the letters flashed on your screen so you will be able to form words relevant to our topic. You will be given 5 seconds to answer each item. Now, pick up your pen and paper. Ready? Number 1. The correct answer is seminal vesicle. Number 2. The correct answer is Vas Deferens. Number 3. The correct answer is prostate gland. Number 4. The correct answer is scrotum. Number 5. The correct answer is testis. Number 6. The correct answer is ovary. Number 7. The correct answer is uterus. Number 8. The correct answer is cervix. Number 9. The correct answer is fallopian tube. Number 10. The correct answer is birth canal. How many words were you able to arrange correctly? If 10, excellent. If 8 or 9, very good. 5 to 7, good. 4 and below, please focus more and do better in the next activities. The words you formed are some of the important external and internal parts of male and female reproductive system. Again, let's recall the words. Seminal vesicle, Vas Deferens, Prostate Gland, Scrotum, Testis, Ovary, Uterus, Cervix, Fallopian Tube, Birth Canal. Science-minded learners, let us learn their functions. We start with the male reproductive system. Reminder, we are discussing this very important topic for you to understand better your own body. The sperm cell is one of the smallest cells in the body. An average man can have about 5 million sperm cells in one drop, but only one is needed to fertilize an egg. Penis is the external male organ composed of spongy erectile tissues with a tip called glans. It is covered with foreskin that may be removed through circumcision. Its function is to deposit sperm cells into the vagina. Testes are the glands that produce the sperm cells and the male sex hormones called androgen and testosterone. Scrotum. Scrotum is an external pair of sac-like structure with temperature slightly lower than that of the rest of the body. The function of the scrotum is to hold the testis. Epididymis. Long, narrow, flattened, highly coiled cumulated ducts lying on the edge of the posterior border of the testis. It stores mature sperm and serves as the site where the sperm cells gain the ability to move, which is necessary for fertilization. Urethra. A duct that runs through the length of the penis and opens to the outside. The urethra in males serves as the passageway for both urine from the urinary bladder and semen from the glands. It has an opening that closes to pass one at a time. Seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle is a pair of glands found between the bladder and the rectum. It contributes to the semen production. It secretes a sugar-rich fluid which provides energy for the sperm cell's motility. Vas deferens or sperm duct. The vas deferens is a long, muscular duct or tube. It serves as the passageway of the sperm cells released from the testis. It also connects the testis to the seminal vesicle and the urethra. Cowper's gland. Cowper's gland is also called as bulbourethral gland. It is one of the two pea-sized organs found beneath the prostate gland. It is responsible for releasing fluid that flushes out foreign matters and neutralizes the acidic urine in the urethra. Prostate gland. Prostate gland is thumb-sized. It consists of muscular and glandular tissues that lie around the base of the bladder. It secretes a fluid that neutralizes the acidity of the vagina to ensure the survival of the sperm. It aids in sperm motility. This time, let's talk about the female reproductive system. The female reproductive system is made of several organs which include the ovaries, fallopian tubes, uterus, and vagina. It is specifically responsible for producing egg cells and supporting a developing baby inside a mother's womb. The egg cells are the biggest cells in the female human body. It is about 100 microns in diameter, or about the same diameter of a hair strand. Ovary. The ovary produces egg cells as well as the female sex hormones estrogen and progesterone. Female humans have 2 ovaries. About 70,000 potential egg cells are already present in the ovaries of a female when she is born. However, only about 500 of these eggs will mature. The mature eggs are released one by one every month once the female reaches puberty and until she is about 43 to 55 years old. The mature egg cell leaves the ovary through the fallopian tube. Fallopian tube. The fallopian tubes lead the egg from the ovary to the uterus. This is also the usual site of fertilization of the egg cell and sperm cell. Female humans have 2 fallopian tubes, each connecting to an ovary to the side of the uterus. Uterus. It is also called the womb. The uterus is a hollow muscular organ located at the lower abdomen. It has a soft, smooth inner lining called the uterine or endometrium. This lining becomes thicker as it accumulates blood and nutrients to accommodate the unborn baby as it develops. It is also the site where the fertilized egg is implanted. If the egg is not fertilized during that time, the egg disintegrates and menstruation begins 11 to 16 days later. Cervix. The cervix is located at the lower part of the uterus. It is a narrow opening between the uterus and the vagina. During childbirth, it expands to allow the passage of the baby. Vagina, also called the birth canal. The vagina is a hollow muscular tube that extends from the cervix to the vaginal opening called vulva. It expands to let the baby pass during normal delivery. Science-minded learners, how are you doing so far? I know you're enjoying our lesson as you learn the functions of the male and female reproductive system. Alright, science-minded learners, buckle up and complete the concept map. You will do this in 20 seconds. Timer starts now. The parts of the male reproductive system. It deposits sperm cells into the female's vagina. Glands that produce sperm cells found inside the scrotum, where mature sperms are stored. Where the sperm cells released from the testes to the urethra passes through. Include the prostate gland, seminal vesicles, and Cowper's gland that contribute nourishing fluid to the sperm. Were you able to complete the concept map? For those who said yes, very good. For those who said no, study more. This time, let us check how far you have learned from this learning session. Answer the following questions. Choose the letter of the correct answer and write it on your paper. Number 1. What part of the male reproductive system serves as a passageway for the sperm from the testis to the seminal vesicle? A. Prostate gland. B. Scrotum. C. Urethra. D. Vas deferens. The correct answer is letter D, Vas deferens. Number 2. Where does fertilization occur? Letter A, cervix. Letter B, fallopian tube. Letter C, uterus. Letter D, vagina. The correct answer is letter B, fallopian tube. Number 3. Which of the following is the male hormone produced by the testes? A. Estrogen. B. Progesterone. C. Testosterone. D. None of the above. The correct answer is letter C, testosterone. Number 4. What part of the female reproductive system releases the egg cell? A. Cervix, B. Ovary, C. Oviduct, D. Vagina. The correct answer is letter B, ovary. Number 5. Where does a baby grow and develop inside the mother? A. Fallopian tube, B. Ovary, C. Stomach, D. Uterus. The correct answer is letter D, uterus. Number 6. What is the function of the male reproductive system in human reproduction? A. It produces hormones called testosterone. B. It is responsible for the deepening of male's voice. Letter C. It provides hormones to develop male characteristics. Letter D. It produces sperm cells needed to fertilize egg cells to produce new human. The correct answer is letter D. It produces sperm cells needed to fertilize egg cells to produce new human being. Number 7. Why does the scrotum and testis maintain low temperature? A. To stock sperm cells. B. To protect sperm cells. C. To produce sperm cells. D. To provide sperm cells with sac-like pouch for protection. The correct answer is letter C, to produce sperm cells. Number 8. Which of the following organs is also known as the birth canal? A. Cervix, B. Fallopian tube, C. Uterus, D. Vagina. The correct answer is letter D, vagina. Number 9. What part of the male reproductive system produces a sugar-rich fluid that provides energy to sperm's motility? A. Penis, B. Seminal vesicle, C. Testis, D. Urethra. The correct answer is letter B, seminal vesicle. Number 10. What is the only organ that is capable of carrying the baby for 9 months? A. Cervix, B. Fallopian tube, C. Ovary, D. Uterus. The correct answer is letter D, uterus. How many correct answers did you get? If you got 10, excellent. If you got 8 or 9, very good. 5 to 7, you are good. 4 and below, cheer up. You can study again this lesson. Today, we learned the different parts and functions of the male and female reproductive system. Congratulations, science-minded learners! You just have reached the end of our session. You can now review this video through our YouTube channel. Search Aral TV Deped Leyte, click like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get the latest uploads. I hope you had fun learning with me, where science is made easy with Teacher Julie.